For Shibit. Shibit's not going to show though, luckily. He was very patient here with... Shibit's not going to show though, luckily. He was very patient here with... Mines for Quickfall. Shibit's not going to show though, luckily. He was very patient here with... So he's not too bothered. I believe there's now 2 hoods. Max going for the Van Hood Blink. And Bo3's going to be looking to be now the tertiary core, as he's going to be going into the Manta style here after the Yasha.
Okay.
Quickfall. Shibit's not going to show though, luckily. He was very patient here with... Not too bothered. I believe there's now 2 hoods. Max going for the Van Hood Blink. And Bo3's going to be looking to be now the tertiary core, as he's going to be going into the Manta style here after the Yasha.
Of course, you can time lock the damage off. Okay. Should be enough damage.
Quickfall. Shibit's not going to show though, luckily. He was very patient here with... Not too bothered. I believe there's now 2 hoods. Max going for the Van Hood Blink. And Bo3's going to be looking to be now the tertiary core, as he's going to be going into the Manta style here after the Yasha.
Of course, you can time lock the damage off. Okay. Should be enough damage.
Quickfall. Shibit's not going to show though, luckily. He was very patient here with... Not too bothered. I believe there's now 2 hoods. Max going for the Van Hood Blink. And Bo3's going to be looking to be now the tertiary core, as he's going to be going into the Manta style here after the Yasha.
Should be enough damage.
Quickfall. Shibit's not going to show though, luckily. He was very patient here with... Not too bothered. I believe there's now 2 hoods. Max going for the Van Hood Blink. And Bo3's going to be looking to be now the tertiary core, as he's going to be going into the Manta style here after the Yasha.
Should be enough damage.
Quickfall. Shibit's not going to show though, luckily. He was very patient here with... Not too bothered. I believe there's now 2 hoods. Max going for the Van Hood Blink. And Bo3's going to be looking to be now the tertiary core.
I guess they don't have too many mines, or they know they don't have too many mines in, you know, which I think is their jungle right now. They took down Taiga though, because
Bo3's going to be looking to be now the tertiary core.
I guess they don't have too many mines, or they know they don't have too many mines in, you know, which I think is their jungle right now. They took down Taiga though, because
Beautiful. Shibit just setting them. Bo3's going to be looking to be now the tertiary core.
I guess they don't have too many mines, or they know they don't have too many mines in, you know, which I think is their jungle right now. They took down Taiga though, because
Beautiful. Shibit just setting them. Bo3's going to be looking to be now the tertiary core.
yes, they don't have too many mines, or they know they don't have too many mines in, you know, which I think is their jungle right now. They took down Taiga though, because
Beautiful. Shibit just setting them.
to have a bit of survivability against the Void as well, but honestly, Void is doing a good job of keeping up with him. And that kill up top just set him up in net worth. Now only 3k apart from the Luna. Void is certainly a better carry. In your own jungle, you can exert the map pressure you'd like, and you're letting chicken fighters get the farm they need on the Void to eventually be able to just surpass you. Your lineup is made for the late game. They have great team fight, good core matchup. What else do you want?
Yeah, and
this is what I was speaking about earlier before we got cut off by a team fight. Charlie not going for Maelstrom early means that he doesn't have, well, albeit a very small percentage source of accuracy. It means that these blinding lights and now this butterfly for Luna is a real big problem. He's acknowledging this though, as Luna has shown it off already. MKB in the quick buy here after the eye of Scotty for the Faceless Void. So Charlie's still going to need a bit of time before he's completely on in that regard. It's like Foxy, he just bought something, didn't he? Oh yeah, he's got the full manta finished. Okay. So we can now begin cutting waves. He's a little bit away from getting the shard online, but with the way he's going to be able to farm and split push waves using illusions at no risk to himself, it'll be only a couple of minutes here until he's fully online.
No spells? Okay, he really hates Tiger. Now, okay, Corona just for Tiger. I mean, Tiger's been doing a good job keeping tabs on the techies. So when Tiger's dead, Area is just like, he's a maverick, you know? Yeah, someone loose with like a bomb somewhere in the map. You don't know where he's going. You don't know where he's putting these mines down. It's kind of scary for Liquid, because you don't have anyone to keep tabs on him.
We also, no, I mean, we've got Axe here to just run down, and the Nexus to hunt down, actually, the Wyvern. So, Peksu going for this first item here in the Lockets. As we can see now, Techie's getting ready, setting up some vision in the Roche pit, as next Roshan might be up as soon as in 30 seconds. There's Ags now delivered for Era, so this Minefield sign finally, getting put to work, potentially, here. Eager to see how he's going to use it, though, because Chicken... Not really. You know, we need Era to be mining the base and get ready for the push. So, we'll see how we use this Minefield miner. He's just going to save it for an eventual high ground hold.
Yeah, I mean, you can set up like... You can set up like special mine traps where you just see a minefield sign, right? And you go, oh, I'm just gonna die, right? But I think... Yeah, maybe early, because there's no really reason to save for the high ground push. But Luna's so scary, right? If Luna wins a fight, it just takes down your whole high ground. So maybe you want to just save it for that. I'm not really sure. The Axe, though, is very useful, because now you have even more damage, apart from Mortimer's kisses. What you do have on the liquid side, demining with their bodies. This is the equivalent of Ghost Push, is Ghost demining, right? You use the Axe Manta illusions and Luna Manta illusions, and hopefully Techie stops being such a nuisance.
Yeah, and they're doing this now because obviously Liquid are aware, hey, we're in the Roche window, let's make sure that if we need to take a fight on their high ground, that we're not going to be constantly by stasis traps. We're not going to get ourselves blown up by random proximity mines. Like, this is really, really crucial stuff for them to be doing here at this stage. As well as putting some pressure down bottom, saying, yeah, just casually pushing here. Not quite the Ghost push, but it is going to be the Illuminate push. That counts for something. And is going to force Peksu back here to defend the Tier 3 tower for damage.
It's kind of a difficult game for Liquid to continue doing anything in because of these stupid lines. And even the Manta style way of clearing them is still going to take a while, because you still have remote mines to worry about, right? It's not like this solves the problem for you. What do you do with your Liquid generally? I mean, besides pushing the lanes and leaving the enemy team with as little options as possible, what is your pool of options here? Roshan, I guess?
I mean, I think it's wait for Roche. I think Roche has to be, like, you just never have the confidence of playing against just, like, the techies without Roche. Yeah, goodbye remote mines, that sucks. There's 4 remote mines here with Ags at level 2 here. That one's going to hurt quite a bit. And now the Max Illusions here. Ooh, might just get the courier, but at least are going to destroy the mines. So, again, just setting up for Roche. I would say this is the next best play they could do, other than just continue farming and wait for Roche. And they'll only have to wait another 15 more seconds before we get Roshan number 2.
And with Roshan on the 2, you have Aegis, so hopefully you can go up to the high ground. Charlie's getting scarier and scarier by the second, though. The Scotty usually is a turning point for most melee versus range carries, because now you slow down the Luna. She actually reduces her healing considerably. Oh no, Minefield signed the Roche pit. Now they pinged it. It's like, no, guys. Yep, what do we do? Ping Era. Someone needs to kill Era. Stop setting more mines and just play around this. Era will kill Tiger in the process. And he's actually being saved by the Golden Brace. They have a Chrono. They're gonna go in. will get him eventually, but Mickey just wastes his BKB inside the chrono. Charlie had to use his own. He's going for a quick, but it's more than Kiss slowing him down, but Liquid will win this, if anything, due to the buybacks. Now they have a superiority to go inside this Roche pit. No more ultimates for Chicken Fighters, except for Winter's Curse.
Yeah, Curse is a big one. That's a big one, right? We only have Eclipse to fight in here and the Axe. Buybacks out, though. We've got the numbers advantages. There goes Bo3. He's found an arrow. Wants to get this dieback here onto the tech. He should get it, but out comes this Curse now. Taiga, he's going to end up dying back just to all the Axe illusions. No, still alive on a hair of HP. Gets the 4-stat bomb back. That's going to be the Curse. Not used for much here, as Mickey is able to snag everything from Roshan, making sure that they can divvy the spoils of war safely when they know that no one's going to come in.
Yeah. Win for Liquid overall. They had to use a couple of buybacks, but I still think the Roshan is win completely. And as we said, once the Chicken Fighters lose their big cooldowns, they lose their big ultimates, they can't fight just yet. Need that chrono to deal with the Luna, especially with the build the Void went for, right? It's a build that's chrono intensive. In the late game, this will be changed, but right now, you really cannot fight the mano a mano. He's also hitting a power spike. You have no MKB either. A big point that you made.
Yeah, I mean, for now, it's kind of like we've got this unstoppable force, which is the Luna, and Charlie is very much the immovable object, because he's really tough to kill. Right? That's the problem for him. He's got Kai and Sanj, he's got BKB, Eye of Scotty, and Power Trips. Very, very tanky, and of course, he's got all the okay, I mean, you're hard to kill. I don't know about this hard to kill. It could be the 4-stat, and now into the Embrace, healed back to full. He's gonna be good to go.
Well, the cold Embrace, like, did you say immovable object? Oh, it does. It actually bring the Luna back. Mickey has the Aegis this time, though. They can kill her twice if she's far back enough. However, this time they have a solution with a Hurricane Flight. This is the last. And now this is the Dustier base. She just takes it. No chance. She actually might just kill Charlie with the glaives. Yeah, don't stand near those racks. If you stand near those racks, you let the glaives bounce. You actually allow Luna to push faster. So you just have to let her do her thing.
Yeah, Faceless Void, he's real scary right now for sure, but he can't just go in on the Luna, especially to follow his Aegis. But there's a lot of issues he's having. I did forget, he's got Empower, right? So even though he's got lots of stats, he's actually got a lot of damage thanks to the Empower. So that's no joke here. He just now needs to be able to consistently land these attacks versus the Luna, and then he can kind of go mano a mano. That's when we'll see this all start to break. Now try finally taking complete map control away from Chicken Fighters, and that of course Techie's plays. You don't mind that it's the case. So by being able to surpass the zone that Techie was controlling until now, you just erase this whole work he's been doing until now. Which means that Aaron now needs to start doing this, but you have an opportunity as Liquid to continue to push, especially with Luna Leshrac. Two good heroes deal with the Techie strategy, even if they're not good against Techies themselves. Yep. And I'm on a... Oh, hold that thought, Charlie. Okay, gonna go for the chrono. Charlie just one. And Bo3, he's two in range for the call. Out it will come. Can Charlie even survive here? Yes, he's got the BKB. He's gonna time walk back up to the high ground, make a give and chase. He's stunning him here from the low ground for a little bit of extra damage, but ultimately he's gone.
Charlie's in trouble now with the Aegis. They still have the Golden Brace. I don't know, they're trying to bait out Mickey, and Mickey's just gonna keep on pushing. Charlie just lost the one threatening tool he had, really, in that chrono. And to me, it was more surprising that he actually used the chrono in general rather than how he used it or whoever he thought. You had no follow-up. Nobody, you had no Mortimer Skisses. There was no way you're gonna kill the Luna, even if you catch her in the chrono. Starting with a Shivet. I think he was starting to blink in. It must have been catched by a glaive, and now he just lost it. And now you lost Supreme as well, who just came back. He has to buy back Liquid. They're gonna go and use the Eclipse on top of that. Shive's down. Charlie needs to get away. He will survive as if Mickey still has the Aegis. You haven't been able to do anything against him. And Supreme, he had to buy back for that after honestly giving up his body for free.
To go to Game 3 versus Liquid after Game 1 was over 100 minutes long. And now it's a club of Call of the Ultimate. Pardon me. This Ignis, such a big problem for Charlie. It doesn't last too long against him, but without Chrono, without RP, without a curse for 20 seconds, the Wyvern's dead. What do you do? This is just megas.
Oh, got the point again. And they actually killed Charlie here. Charlie going forward, hoping for Lusania, but there's only one thing that Mickey wants, is the Rax. He's not even doing anything else. Supremo dies collateral as Charlie just tries to kill Insania. He does get the kill, but it's only support as Mickey is taking your base behind you. Mickey's not concerned with the life of his supports. Mickey just wants the buildings. Charlie lost his life in the backlands, caught by Boxy yet again. I don't know if there's a chance for Chicken Fighters any longer. It seems like this is going to be their last game, Richie, as Charlie unable to jump so... In comes Spell, bring back to the base. Okay, but they can't Hurricane Pike, even with the Winter Scarce, that's nothing! Throwing both Charlie and Shiva. Charlie will barely live here. That's second life. He needs to survive this. Doesn't really matter. GG is called. Mickey even has the A on this. Liquid will take this.
Well played to Liquid, man. What a series out from them. Just mentally being able to take that game one.
to take the plunge.